The aims for the project, which we've called A Choir of Our Time, are to engage with our local community choirs, to form our own community choir that spans Lambeth and Southwark, and to celebrate an important British composer who was, at one point, Director of Music at Morley College. The community choirs have all been working on the spirituals from Michael Tippett's A Child of Our Time. We've put together arrangements of these spirituals for unison, two-part, three-part and indeed four-part community choirs. That means that choirs of all different levels, shapes and sizes can engage with this project and come together to put in a performance at the Royal Festival Hall. The Morley Chamber Choir are not only singing the spirituals, they're going to be singing the entire oratorio alongside some members of Voice Lab and some BBC singers. So there's a lot of different performers, amateurs, professionals who are joining together in this fantastic performance of Tippett's Child of Our Time. Well, Michael Tippett is very special to us because he was Director of Music at Morley College in the 1940s. And during his time as Director of Music, he wrote A Child of Our Time. It's a very important piece because it's very much about Tippett's thoughts about war and the atrocities of war, but also about humanity and the spirit of coming together.
A Child of Our Time very much emerged out of a great period in Tippett's life of community music making. And I think it springs very much from his sense that music is absolutely the way to portray turmoil and the healing that sort of comes after it through the music. Music is very much thought of as a way to bring people together. And on the day war was declared, September the 3rd, 1939, Tippett sat down at his desk and wrote the first notes of A Child of Our Time. How the spirituals and the rest of the oratorio were being divided up amongst the singers is in some ways very appropriate because, as I say, Tippett thought of these spirituals as modern equivalents to the Lutheran chorales of Bach's Passions, in which, in the first performances, the congregation, i.e. the audience, stood up and they knew the tunes and they sang along with them, and absolutely the sense that the spirituals are sung by the community seems absolutely right to that sense.
The local vocals was set up in January, and we have a very, very wide range of choir member, from those who have sung lots of music in the past to those for whom it is their first musical experience. Everyone seems to have jumped on board and they want to try and realise their potential, to see just how good they can be. And yeah, we're getting very, very good results so far. I decided that I wouldn't start straight in with the spirituals. So I set about trying to find pieces which would be easily accessible for a wide range of musical taste. So we have things such as A Certain Smile, which is really very lyrical. We have some folk songs, but what seems to have become a choir anthem has been Stevie Wonder's Superstition and Working 9 to 5. So I'm not sure if we'll get a chance to perform that in the Royal Festival Hall, but it certainly seems to be a regular every Monday night.
I used to sing at school, but yeah, a few years ago I actually got a virus and I became deaf in 1 year. So after that I just stopped singing altogether because I was a bit paranoid that you know, I was a bit rubbish. But this has been so great for my confidence as a singer as well, because just being able to to kind of sing it out and join a whole group of other people who are also learning and singing together. And David, our conductor, is just really good at encouraging people and just, you know, getting them to sing no matter how, you know, self-conscious they feel, which is fantastic. So yeah, basically I just feel so much more confident than I did maybe like 6-10 weeks ago.
David is fantastic leading the choir here. The people here are fantastically friendly, and it just feels like a very special opportunity to sing with a lovely bunch of people.
I think it's terrific fun. There's a sense that there's something bigger than us and we're part of it, which is completely different from the kind of thing we normally do. The kind of thing we normally do is local performances to family and friends in a church or church hall or something like that. But it's rather nice to think that, you know, it's not just a few groups and a few churches dotted about the place. There seems to be this vast body of people all singing in their spare time. It feels great.
It's actually been really fun when all the pieces come together and there's kind of really beautiful layers of harmony, and you have to kind of keep in time and listen with everyone, otherwise it goes completely out of sync. And so rhythmically it's a real challenge, and that's definitely improved my singing.
Because we're all listening to each other a lot more and kind of generally blending.
Yeah, so we'll be able to move forward then as
Hopefully.
a kind of hopefully as a better choir than when we went in.
The way that the project is connecting all different communities across South London, that's definitely something that is a real plus point of the project. A couple of us have been to one of the Come and Sing days at Morley College, and so we've got an early indication of what it's going to be like to sing with other choirs and to get to know other people. So, you know, kind of that sense of it bringing people together, we've definitely already felt that.
It's quite a diverse group of people. We range from sort of student age up to retired people, and it's a nice opportunity to mix with people I don't meet in other parts of my life.
It's really, really exciting. You know, people who are local, who have the South Bank on their doorstep, who have all of like these grand places in London on their doorstep, and have the privilege to actually perform and kind of own that. It will just be mind-blowing.
I think some of us were quite surprised that we would be selected for a project like this, but we've really enjoyed it. Many of us had, you know, an experience in school of being told that we couldn't sing and therefore we didn't sing. And so, you know, we've obviously gotten over that, and we all really love singing, and we realize that we can indeed sing. But still, to move from a little local choir to singing in the festival hall is a step that we never thought we would take, and so we're quite excited and I think a little bit nervous.
Coming today for the joint rehearsal, sort of, you know, seeing 250 people in the room or whatever, kind of made us all kind of puff up a little bit and really kind of try hard to remember what we've been practicing and put it into practice, I think.
So it sounds really, really good. I'm really looking forward to it, and it's going to be even better in the Royal Festival Hall, so yeah, I can't wait.
There are moments in this piece where everyone comes together to sing. There are moments of reflection.
I've never heard anything remotely like this before. Never. It's a blast. It's a once-in-a-lifetime event as far as I can see. I can't see myself ever performing at the Royal Festival Hall again. So I'm going to enjoy every second of it.
Clearly, they'd done their practice, they'd done the work, and we made an extraordinary sound. And it really, really bodes well for the performance. I'm really excited about it, particularly with the orchestra. It's going to be something quite marvellous.
Excited. The rehearsals went really well. It was really amazing to hear the orchestra, the singers and the soloists together. You sounded amazing.
I've always loved singing, so this was an opportunity to sing, you know, in a more professional way. You've got some very good pointers in how to sing and how to express yourself while you're singing.
It was just amazing. It's really, I think like Andrea said, you know, the sound, you know, it really resonates, so sounds great to me.
Well, slightly nervous. The first time singing such a huge choir, so I am a bit nervous.
sound when you have so many voices singing in unison is fantastic. It's been really good. Met so many incredible people from all walks of life, and just being part of something that's beautiful music as well.
What's been very exciting for us are the developments that have happened in doing the project. We've got 8 choirs who are now talking to each other, thinking about the kind of performances they might do together outside of this project. To say that the only outcome of this project is a performance would be a huge understatement. What we've done is we've ignited a lot of people's interest in music making on a grand scale.